coming!
Well, him and that other bastard.
Roscoe Bob Bryant?
Yep. They both deserve to die, and I promise I'll tell you why. But first I need to tell you about the Cowboys' new boss, Curly Bill Brocious.
Herb's coming!
Get ready, boys.
Wasn't much of a match for him, but Doc Holliday might have taken him.
That Lunger should have kept his nose out of it. They never charged anyone for the murder of Morgan Earp.
But everybody knew that Curly shot him in the back. That was common knowledge.
Well, maybe so. But Ringo had nothing to do with it. He was just being loyal to a friend.
Is that what you call it? Being loyal? Well, to get to that loyal friend, I had to pass by some buzzsaws as big as a man.
Take over the Cowboys.
Because Ike Clanton was dumber than a box of rocks and a yellow belly to boot. Where was I?
Taking down the entire cowboy gang single-handed.
Indeed I was, Jack.
You're dead!
Though it wasn't easy, as those boys had good cover.
Show 'em how to die!
on, smoke that son of a bitch! Death is too good for us! Carts everywhere, piles of lumber, and God knows what else to keep on highbound. That really was one hell of a sawmill. Quite an impressive operation.
And where was Curly Bill? Did you see him?
I'm about to get to that, Ben. Patience. I'll paint a picture here. There was this beautiful waterfall and a crystal clear stream that led to a verdant valley that was truly...
Consider your picture painted. What happened next?
Well, finally the bastards that were still alive made a last stand. Johnny Ringo and his compadres took off into the lumber yard, and I followed after.
Are you saying they ran? Cowardice was not in Ringo nor Curly Bill's nature.
No, sir. I never said they were running scared. They just wanted me out in the open. Time to dance with the devil! Let's see what you got, liar! Get that sumbitch earth! Boy! Come on out, son! Choice but to take his life. But Ringo was nowhere to be found.
I knew you didn't kill Ringo, because he was found dead in a different location altogether.
To this day, his killer is still unknown.
Indeed. Took me a few months before I finally tracked his ass to West Turkey Creek Canyon.
It's incredible, sir. I always thought that Doc Holliday was the one that killed him.
Sorry I had to ruin the legend for you, boy. But the legend ain't always true. Doc Holliday had nothing to do with the death of Johnny Ringo. I was paid a healthy bounty for Ringo and Curly Bill, and realized there was real money to be made. That's why I went after Henry Plummer.
Wasn't he the sheriff who augmented his income by shaking down miners and robbing gold shipments?
That's the one.
Oh, yeah, I remember him. He ran that gang of thieving outlaws called the Innocents.
So it's true that you went toe-to-toe with him?
Indeed I did, son. Indeed I did. I knew I needed resources if I was going to track down Roscoe Bob Bryant. And hunting Plummer looked like a good way to get rich quick. As the local vigilantes exposed him as the leader of the bandits, and put a generous price on his head. Plummer rallied his gang to plunder one last gold mine before making their escape, and that's where I thought I'd find him.
It makes me nervous standing so close to all these goddamn barrels of gunpowder.
Why would you be nervous? No one has the cojones to come after us. As long as you don't light up a cigar, we're fine.
Besides, George is up there on the rocks with that rifle of his. Nothing gets past him.
As my late father pointed out to me more than once, God made men, but Samuel Colt made them equal.
Oh yeah?
Don't let him get a shot up!
I knew that dynamite wasn't mine, so I decided the polite thing would be to return it. It was the biggest gold rush since Sutter's Mill in '48. Unfortunately, prospects are the only ones drawn to those places.
Damn ears are racing.
They were thieves and killers, robbing travelers and hijacking gold ships. Like those that ran with Plummer. Some were just regular folks I knew from town, drawn by greed and easy pickings.
Pissing me off.
James, who worked in the stable. Sam and Jeremiah Barber. Veterans of the Civil War. Stone-cold killers trained on the bloody fields of Shiloh and Antietam. Plummer had a lot of men on his payroll.
He's drunk!
Son of a bitch pretended to protect the public with one hand, while flying with the other.
Deserve to die
I
like
thought I
this!
was some kind of hero.
Damn him! I will drop you down a mine shaft!
I finally made it past and headed on to meet my destiny. But first, I had something I needed to figure out. I had a few ideas on how to get into that mine. But once I made my decision, I knew there was no turning back. So my first thought was to enter the nearest mine portal. I saw an entrance. Made sense. It was the quickest way in, but that also made it more dangerous, as there would undoubtedly be enemy pickets posted along the way. Besides, once you enter a mine like that, it's easy to get all turned around. And that confusing maze of corridors wouldn't even be the worst of it.
We know where you're hiding.
Some of those shafts could be as deep as hell.
You can't hide forever. I'm in
A single stumble or misstep can easily end in a deadly plunge to oblivion. Quick reflexes often want to be easily bushwhacked. I would just need to be careful not to blow myself to kingdom come.
There he is!
With all that gunpowder and dynamite everywhere, a body has to know what he's shooting at.
Can't hide forever! Damn you!
One wrong bullet could turn that mine into thing that I abandoned that ridiculous plan before I even tried it. Instead, I spotted a ladder way into the mine from the opposite side. It was a long way around, but that approach seemed more sensible at the time. Of course, being I had a problem with heights, that scaffolding scared the bejesus out of me. Climbing down that ladder required some caution, because even though I had a younger man's reflexes, no man could dodge a damn bullet while climbing down a rickety ladder. I was determined not to give up. That Sheriff Plummer seemed quite the despicable character. When the vigilantes discovered what the sheriff was up to, people were out. That 10,000 they put on his head to go a long way to help me fight. My mission to settle that score come hell or high water. But first, I would have to make a choice. Take the elevator or climb the ladder. More convenient and more dangerous route. the sheriff of both places at one time or another. But that's neither here nor there. The point was, taking him down would save a lot of lives, including my own.
This day is just getting worse and worse for you, ain't it?
Henry Plummer was clearly unhinged, and I could see right away that this was gonna take.
Run! Oh, I can shoot
Burası internet kafe değil, kurban olayım ya. He. Allah sohbete gel dedin, geldik. İyi kardeşim, sen nasıl bilsin? Ha. Neyse ben gideyim o zaman. Oha. O zaman ben gideyim. Ben gidiyorum o zaman. Ne yapalım? İyi hadi.
I'll bury you in a million pieces! This cocksucker is smarter than he looks! God damn it! I need some help here! Come on, boys! Take this cocksucker out! You could throw dynamite! I got a lot more dynamite than you! What do you think you're doing? No blood money for you today! Fucking shut! Ow! This cocksucker is smarter than he looks!
So that's how Henry Plummer died. Him and his crew were worth their weight in gold. And now, I was officially a bounty hunter.
So, did you finally go after that Bob feller?
Well, I heard word he was in Kansas with John Wesley Hardin. So that's where I went.
Where in Kansas?
Abilene. Why do you ask, Ben?
No reason.
Was Hardin as fast as Ringo?
Ringo was fast, but John Wesley was as fast as the devil himself. Hell, he killed his first man at 15. From that day forward, he had a price on his head and wouldn't back down for nobody, not even Wild Bill Hickok himself. I dodged death many a time. Gambling was no different. God damn! I was there with the intention of finding that bastard Bob and collecting the body on the wrist. Stupid son of a bitch!
You're dead!
Strangers got heart.
Yeah, that's what they want you to believe. It was cold in a witch's tit and a brass bra that night as I fought my way past his loyal compadres to the very same saloon we're sitting in today. Look around and imagine this place painted in blood. Hardin was waiting for me, and... Wait, I'm jumping the gun here. Let me back up and give you some background on this sumbitch. Don't you think so, Ben? John Wesley Hardin was a killer. By the end, he confessed to taking the lives of 42 men. Fathers and husbands, brothers and sons, men with families who cared about them. Families who put up money in hopes of finding justice. He was a bona fide folk hero by then, and had amassed a gang of armed miscreants and other assorted thugs. He and his men set up camp outside of town, and I was hoping Bob was among them.
Shit, it's cold out here. I'm freezing my giblets off.
Ain't right, we gotta stay out here keeping watch like this. Shoot that son of a bitch!
They didn't ask why I was there. They knew. Damn was wanted as well. I figured Hardin was here somewhere, but to get to him, I'd have to get past the gun. I had to spill a lot of blood to find out Hardin wasn't in that camp. He was carousing in town with his closest friend. Hardin's boys apparently didn't want me to reach them.
Tell Hardin someone's coming for him!
Some were tailing it into town to enforce.
Stop that son of a bitch!
Let the boys know we got another law dog.
That asshole just killed me. Hi. Bitch.
Steel myself for the fight ahead. For as good as I was, deep down I wondered if John Wesley wasn't just a little bit better. Before I could test my mettle against Hardin, I first need to dismiss his cadre of hired Most of these degenerates were beyond redemption. It might have been a different story. found Harding in this very room.
You better hide!
There he is!
Watch where you're shooting!
You can't hide from me!
Disappointed that neither Bob nor John Wesley were among the dead. But that was short-lived, as a moment later I was facing down the fastest gun in the West. I felt a bolt of adrenaline. Or maybe that was fear. He was well known for his tricks, and I knew I'd need my own if I was ever to defeat him. Ah! No, wait! You didn't hit me then. I'm sure of it. But being inebriated as he was, he didn't count his shots. And now, he was at my mercy.
So he didn't die?
No, I sent him to prison. Years later, after he was free, some restless Avenger took his life. Shot him in the back, just like this one. Anybody up for another beer? Ben? Thank you, darling. Yeah, some say revenge is a dish best served cold.
So whatever happened to that Bob guy you were after?
Personally, I'd like to hear some of your other adventures. Like, I don't know, did you ever go toe-to-toe with a red man?
Yes, I did, Ben. I remember once I was after this renegade Apache, Grey Wolf. Strangely enough, revenge was also his primary motivation.